much money do we pay those countries in foreign aid? Sir, we pay them $750 million. It's a lot, not big compared to what some countries get, stupidly. But we pay them $750 million. I said, please inform them that starting tomorrow morning, they are not getting any more foreign aid. So about an hour after we informed them, I got a call from all three of them, but separate. And they said, sir, there seems to be a problem, a misunderstanding. I said, yeah, there is. For 10 years, 15 years, you wouldn't take these people that you send back, and they send them. Don't kid yourself. They don't want them in their country. They send them up in the caravan. You wouldn't take them back, right? And they said, no, that's not my understanding, but we would be very happy to talk. I said, here's the story. If you don't take them back...
Don't get me on a tangent with this. But I feel like, if nothing else, I'm with Law. I was not a supporter of Trump, but he has been making moves, especially when it comes to that I can get behind. I 100% agree with everything that he is doing right now. And I think that all of his orders are going to go to something that is much bigger and is going to affect us in a much larger way. And a lot of money is going to come back to America, where we don't have to worry about paying all of these taxes to replenish the money that we're giving out to all of these different organizations that we don't even know about.
Yeah,
nor support.
And what I want to say is, Trump, the Democrats been in office for what, the last 16 or the 20 years? Trump is the first person that has acknowledged that the 14th Amendment was meant for free slaves. They have literally been using the 14th Amendment to anchor babies. The 14th Amendment was not meant for you to cross the border over here, swimming or however you got here, and then you have a baby, then boop, it's a citizen and they can just have all the benefits. That is not what the 14th Amendment was set up for. Nobody has ever acknowledged that but him. So that was one of the things that was like, well, he's not only doing this, and this, but he's acknowledging that, something that stood for me, because I'm foundational Black American, right? So something that stood out for me was, dang, he's acknowledging that this law was meant for free slaves in America. This law was not meant to anchor babies, because these babies, because I know I have a person, I know I have a friend. She's from Honduras, right? Born in Honduras. She, you know what I'm saying? Her parents came over here. Her mama was in this country for, I want to say 27 years, was never a citizen, and was able to buy a whole damn house, G. Like they were homeowners. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, certain things don't make sense when we know that it's people that's been in this country for years that don't own homes. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that, to me, it doesn't make sense. It takes away from I know everybody want to live the American dream, but I feel like we literally built this country from scratch, and that American dream hasn't been made possible to us.
That's because the Constitution was never written for us to benefit from it at all. Honestly.
Well, it definitely wasn't meant for immigrants to come over here and eat off Black people, the people that actually worked and fought in the civil rights movement. It definitely wasn't supposed to be for that. It definitely wasn't supposed to be for them to come over here and eat off us. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
I agree with Aisha when it comes. Yeah, when it comes,
Trump ain't looking. I wasn't, Trump ain't looking too bad. You know what I'm saying?
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, I be sitting him stuff about Trump all the time. That I disagree with. I do get what Ash saying. I do feel like, one, he be paying a lot of people off. Two, he doing things behind the scene. I don't think he's as straight as the Democrats try to pose themselves to be. But obviously, it's showing that even though the Democrats pose themselves to be this type of, straightforward and everything, they're not, just based on how they've been doing things. They just use us as like a front stool. But one thing I could say is Trump is doing everything he said he was going to do when he first got in office. The thing I don't agree with that I think was senseless, and because at first I'm like Department of Education, but it kind of hit on the head. Like, okay, maybe he's dismantling it. He said, let's give those rights back to the state. Let them choose the curriculum that's best for their people. When he said that's what dismantling the Department of Education would do, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That's the reason why so many Black neighborhoods that's on the low, the federal government had control over the curriculum. That's why they all probably looking the same. But if it goes back to the rights of the states, that'll make a change. But I don't like the DEI situation, because he blamed those crashes on DEI. I feel like to get rid of it, because there hasn't been a commercial plane crash since 2009. All of a sudden, you get in office for 30 days and there's 3 or 4 of them. Not to mention the plane crash coming from United Airlines from Lagos. It wasn't even like they just literally dropped, like had a sudden drop into center, and they had to turn around and go back and get a new plane because it was obviously something wrong with the plane. Like there was technical difficulties that United Airlines hadn't experienced. So I do feel like Trump is overall, I feel like Trump is a blessing in disguise. I think that he's not technically doing anything to hurt Black people. I feel like what he's doing can actually put us in a position to win, just like how he got the immigrants out. What he was doing for women, I don't know if y'all are looking at what's being marketed to the younger Black media, but they have trans women fighting women, and these women going up against him like, okay, you are a woman and it don't matter because like it's okay for them to do the same things we doing. They calling us cis women. It was just, I think everything was just getting to a point where it's like, okay, if we say we're gonna live under God, and I forgot what the quote is that's on the dollar, but in God we trust. Let's keep it. We have to go back to some old school ways, and I think Trump is bringing back the old school. And he knew he's like a lot like 50 Cent to me. He's gonna market to the audience that's gonna pay for his agenda. So he did. I feel like what he's doing is a business move. I don't feel like it's nothing against Black people, but it's to make sure that the right people are supporting him.
I want to say this, right? I don't mean no disrespect to anybody. When has any white government official ever did anything that makes that that put Black people in a position, right, to allow us to win? Anytime Black people, right, we can go look at the Tesla, wait a minute, hold up, Viv, I just started talking, right? When we look at the Tesla Oklahoma bombing, right, anytime we start to build and create our own economics, and build ourselves up to wealth, the white government, right, the same government that you guys are so easily willing to trust because they're doing a certain amount of things. Nope. I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican either, right? But I'm smart enough to understand and look at the history of how America is. They have never put in place a foundation for Black people to benefit in a way for us to win. What they have done, even in our communities, right? When it came to them giving us vaccines, right? Those vaccines weren't to help us. They came in our community saying, "Hey, we're going to help you. We're going to see this. You got the whole time it was making us sick. When it comes to our food, when it comes to putting us in what is called the projects, you guys know why the projects is called the projects, right? All of these type of things. And then they just discovered something called epigenetics, right? Where it's literally, they just found out that you inherit trauma through your DNA, right? And it literally changed the thing. I'm trying to find the right word. It literally changes your DNA and it makes it malfunction. So the fact that you guys are just so trusting of this government, right, because they're doing certain things. No, he also picked one of I think it was the governor of Florida, the same type of man that has shown so many times that he's super racist and prejudiced towards Black people, where he has been removing Black history from the school curriculum. They do not want that. So it's just kind of like, I get it.
Wait, hold on, Aisha.
But at the same time, it's like,
hold on, Aisha. Hold on, Aisha.
Oh, they racist. Wait,
Aisha, hold on.
They are racist on both sides.
All right.